Hey guys, welcome back to Jackie's House, the only podcast where none of the hosts are named Jackie.
I wish my name was Jackie.
I wish my name was Jackie too. In fact, actually, we're joined by Jackie.
Jackie herself.
I hope you heard that. I hope that was caught.
It's her clue of who she is.
I mean, if you look at the logo, I'm assuming you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you don't,
it's my little kitty. She's just chilling there, and this is the second episode. Yay!
Yes.
We made it. It's not like a one-time thing.
Claps,
wow!
claps.
Claps all around.
Yeah, because there's people half of the mind saying, "Yeah, let's make a podcast."
And fall through.
Where to go?
Exactly. So.
But here we are. Doing better than them.
No. Well, let's not compare.
We're not comparing. I'm just saying they never did it in the first place.
I'm just saying, like we took more steps than they did.
Than most people.
Okay.
Good start.
Kidding,
Good start.
guys. I swear,
Oh, shit,
I'm
I should
actually.
You're memeing.
Actually, I'm kind of insecure.
Sorry. I know you guys hear this. Sorry, I'm turning off my
gosh.
PlayStation.
That'll be edited.
Sorry, bros.
No.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what would we name our fans if we were to have
Our fans? They're the residents. They're the
Housemates.
residents of Jackie's house.
Yes.
Housemates.
Housemates.
Yeah. So if you guys want to become our housemates, then subscribe or something. I don't know.
I don't
Just
know.
keep listening. Honestly,
Honestly,
if you guys don't like us or like what we're talking about, it's absolutely fine to stop listening to us. It's we know that we have, especially when it comes to like politics or like even our opinions on like movies and stuff. Me personally, I'm down for an open discussion about like some of my opinions, but it's also like, don't be attacking people.
We
We
don't
need to do all
attack
that.
here. We respect.
I attack people.
Unless you're actually dumb. But
No, when he says he attacks people, he means he physically attacks people.
Yeah, I kill people.
Yeah, we're not. Don't report
Nah,
that.
no.
Why'd you
Yeah,
put that
just-
on the internet?
Oh no.
Dude, it's
What?
the internet.
It's not like the FBI checks.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
FBI?
The internet is open and free, and I've never been scammed on here once.
Yeah.
So
You're right. We all
My
have
best friend
different.
is a Nigerian prince.
Who?
a Nigerian prince.
I want to be his friend.
Yeah, we got an email from him. He said like just give us a couple $1,000s to save his kingdom, and
Dude, I'm jealous.
We owe you for life. So now he owes me for life.
Yeah, now he owes me for life. I mean, he hasn't been responding to me recently, but it's probably because he's busy running Nigeria.
Yeah.
I mean, really
So-
be like that, huh?
Dang. So we may seem a little distracted. It's because our friend, he'll probably appear a little later. We're gonna call him Chris, because that is his name.
We actually have a segment called "What's Wrong with Chris?"
What's wrong with Chris?
No, what's up with Chris?
Oh, what's up with Chris?
Yeah, that's what's wrong.
Sorry. That sounded a
So what's up
bit
with
too
Chris?
problematic. It's
Yeah.
what's up with Chris?
We'll just give him a phone call. I don't know if we can like connect the.
You want-
Oh.
Okay, we're starting the segment early.
We
Alright,
could
yeah.
start it right now. Just
Okay.
like a little soft opening.
Yeah, soft open.
Soft open. 2 minutes in.
Yeah. What's up with Chris?
What's up with
Does that pick it
Chris?
up here?
YOLO.
Hey, Chris.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
Please don't say anything. How you doing?
Good.
What's up
Yeah.
with you?
So what's up with Chris?
Why? What's up?
No, just tell us what's up with you.
You guys vlogging right now? I swear you guys are.
Vlogging?
Vlogging.
I've never vlogged once in my life, Chris.
I forgot your Angelo. What's up?
No, you tell us what's up.
You
We're
tell
calling
us.
us. We're calling you.
Still here?
Who?
Still here? Why?
Still
Yeah.
where?
Still where?
How's
Chris?
your?
Describe your.
location?
The car.
Oh, so you're getting a car. Tell us about it.
No.
Oh, guys, that is what's up with Chris.
That is
Alright,
what's
guys.
up with Chris.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be your content.
Well, you're kind of being good material right now.
Whatever, Chris. You know you're gonna be on an episode of this.
You know
I
you're
probably
jealous.
will be.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll call you later.
Guys,
He had
that's
to
what's
go.
up with Chris.
That was what's up with Chris. Thank you for joining us.
Literally.
I think that phone call was exactly 1 minute long.
That's exactly what I expected to be what's up with Chris.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'll
Absolutely.
boomerang that question back to
Yeah.
us.
Ongoing call 1 minute long.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. We gotta do one how's it no.
Should we not?
Was it everyone?
No,
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 we don't
no,
need.
no.
We don't need to. It was just a meme.
No, but I got something funny.
Oh.
Later.
Okay. Later.
Okay.
Sorry guys. That's a little sneak peek
Dang.
of nothing.
Wow. Lying liars and the lie they tell. know what they say.
What
You know what happens to liars, right?
Liars go to hell.
Whoa.
Whoa! You believe in that?
No.
I believe in samsara.
If
What?
is that like a cult?
It's a Buddhist one.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry. I called
Samsara
it
is
a
like
cult.
what you're living in now, which is
What?
Yeah.
suffering.
We
Oh my
live in
God.
suffering.
Yeah. If you have needs and desires, you're suffering. Once you let go of your worldly possessions, that's nirvana.
What about like food?
food is life. So
I
you're
love
good.
life.
But it's also like a need.
It's
Yeah, well, I mean,
required.
okay, like wants and desire,
Okay.
wants and desires, not
Okay.
needs. Yeah.
You guys
so
want
wants and
anything?
I want some food.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we want. What do you want?
What do I want? Like out of
Like
life?
right now? Like food?
Anything. What do you like want?
Oh
Like,
my
what do you, what do you
goodness.
think about like buying?
This is a
in
weird
terms of
debate.
like
Am I being reasonable
what are
or
you gonna
am I not being
what do you want to
reasonable?
spend on?
Whoa.
Like right
What do you
now?
want? What do you want?
Is he
like
trying to, like-
with my actual funds or if I didn't have any limited funds?
If money wasn't an issue. What
Oh.
do you want?
Oh, I just have my own place.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I think it would be own place. Everyone I know is taken care of,
Yeah.
and then of course just cool material things that
yeah,
would be
that
cool.
like I've always wanted, but I'm not gonna go.
Like a big
not
PC,
gonna go
nicer
crazy.
microphones,
Awesome Johns.
soundproofing,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe adopt another
animal.
dog.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
Buy a
Lamborghini.
country.
Oh, I'm not a billionaire.
This is if money wasn't an issue.
It's true.
Okay. I like to keep myself humbled.
Me too. Actually, I agree with that.
I think I would get stressed if I had a big house because honestly, I stay in
Oh my
in
God,
one
yeah.
room, you know, like what do I need all those other rooms for?
Yeah, I went to Salt Lake recently, and the house I was staying in was unbelievably like
Huge.
Big.
just massive.
Yeah.
We were like halfway through the tour, and I thought we were done. And then they bring us like another level where they're
Like
like,
a
oh,
mansion?
they're like, oh, it's just a basement. So you go down there, and like, oh, you think it's just a basement? It's bigger than upstairs. There's another living room, 2 more bedrooms, a
How many
fireplace.
people do you even plan?
That's like the
It's massive.
That's like the Team 10 house.
It's a 5,000 square foot house.
Oh my gosh, I'm fine.
So, yeah, it was pretty big.
You need people to share
Like
that
even
with.
even in the
Yeah.
future, like the idea of like buying a house doesn't really come into my plan, whether I have a plan or not.
I feel that.
But I don't know. I don't think about getting a house. Maybe an apartment.
Houses aren't something I'm too concerned with ever.
Yeah.
Because it's like where I live is where I live. I don't really care too much.
Yeah.
You know, I care about the things I care about is like what's in the house. It's like is there enough space for me and whoever I'm living with or like my family if I'm starting that. Is it enough for them? But other than that, like, yeah, house is not something I'm. Even like location wise, which is I know that's like an unpopular thing. It's like
Location
care
is
about
pretty
location.
important.
I don't. I mean, not really. I can't really think of a situation where I'd be like, oh, this works out for me in so many ways. Like I could afford it, and it's it's nice. It has enough space for everything for me. I'm able to be here for the people that I want to be here for, and it's like, if that happens to be like Texas or something, then I'll go to Texas and I'll leave cheaply.
Let it be Texas.
And Texas is one of those places that will sell. Like if I were to sell my house here in California, I could get a place that's like double the square feet in Texas.
Sure.
Let's just move to Houston, bro. Honestly, because
I want to go to
honestly-
Austin.
Houston or like Austin places like that, I think are such a good balance because it's in that part of America where like nobody really wants to live, right? Because it's like that middle America area where there's like not a lot of stuff to do. Like because like we've talked about it, like if you move out of California, you're giving up the luxuries of California for a
That's
cheaper, like living experience.
Yeah.
But I feel like Texas is one of those places where it's like it's cheap and there's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
Because
that's true. Yeah.
dude, I flew into Houston, massive. It just kept going. It felt like the Bay Area. Sorry.
Nice.
Exposed.
Bay Area.
Yeah, we're in the Bay.
Yeah,
We're
somewhere.
in the Bay Area.
Maybe we're in the water.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't know.
We're in it.
there's more people in the Bay Area than there is in all of Utah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
Utah's whole population is concentrated like around Salt
Salt
Lake.
Lake City. Okay.
Wow.
Because they live at like
Everything
the
else
base.
is-
Well, yeah, because the first Mormon dude goes there and he's like, "Yep, this is Deseret.
What
This
was his
is
name? Like
this."
Like
What?
John Smith
I
or
don't-
some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Shout out to Mormons.
Yeah, shout out to Mormons.
Yeah, Mormon told me to suck a wall before.
Suck a wall?
That's my impression. It was from high school. I know for a fact he's a
What does that mean?
Mormon.
Well,
I don't know, but in middle school, throughout high school, he would always make that reoccurring joke from his mom as a punishment.
Suck a wall.
Go to the corner and suck a wall. And I'm like, huh?
damn.
Like, what? What does that
Maybe
mean?
it's
just like-
Be quiet?
It's probably like
Just fuck off, probably.
yeah, it's like a what is that? It's censored for
This is
suck a
like
dick. Suck a
screw
dick.
off. Yeah.
Suck a dick.
Like
dude.
go away.
Eat a
I
dick.
know,
Yeah.
but yes, just stop.
Just keep saying it.
I've had Mormon friends in high school, and they're super like they catch themselves on like censoring everything.
Oh yeah. Oh.
if we
for
watch
sure they
like
do.
if we watch like Passion of the Christ or like any like rated R movie in like class, they leave. They have to leave.
Did you know that most streets in Salt Lake City are just numbers, and the number is how far out they are away from the main temple?
That's actually kind of crazy.
So there's 5400 north,
Yeah.
and it's like you're 5400 north away from it, and that
Yeah.
see that's what makes it confusing is because since the streets are number and then west, east, south, or north, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it gets confusing, especially because like if like the streets converge,
Yeah.
so it'll be like 5400 north and 200 east, and it's
Yeah.
like
You're
what?
just using,
What did you
like,
just tell me?
latitude, longitude at that point.
And apparently there's a limitation on alcohol content, so alcohol can't be above like a 4.2% or something like that,
Okay, so-
and that means all alcohol companies make a special version for Utah.
Oh, what?
Where it's like a
Wow.
lower alcohol percentage.
Damn.
So
Not
I've
that-
never seen like religion rule a city like that. And I know there's probably
Whoa. Again.
really is this going to be a reoccurring bit?
Yeah, that's the thing on that
Sorry,
episode.
guys.
Anyway. Anyway, yeah, I've never seen religion kind of rule a city like that, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Let me say that. You have your own opinions on religion. It's
We're not
perfectly
gonna get
fine.
there yet.
We're not gonna.
No.
Hopefully ever, but yeah, at least for now. Maybe like 100, maybe episode like 102. We'll talk about it.
We'll get there
But-
once we're comfortable.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay with talking about it.
I'm
Yeah,
okay
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
it,
it's-
but
it's-
not
it's-
right now. Dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
too
not
soon,
right-
too
not right
soon.
now.
It's not like it's not even about talking about it. It's
It's
just
not
that,
even like talking about other religions. I'm just like down to share personal things on like my
Exactly.
religion and like what I've grown up with.
You just like this is a safe
you
space,
very-
guys.
You're very yeah.
Like, let's not attack each other. I'm not attacking you. You're not attacking me.
We sound super like defensive.
I'm
We just
We're not-
want
we're
to
not.
we just
they're
want to
just-
nip everything in the bud
Yeah.
Because, like,
right now.
honestly-
so we don't get
They're-
canceled.
Because, like, no, I mean, yes, because in cancel culture,
Ooh.
because everyone is
But we're not
so-
doing it out of fear of cancel culture. We're
No,
doing it out
it's
of respect.
Like, respect and, like, everyone's sensitivities, because if you don't address it, people are going to assume it's, like, the bad way, not the good way, if you don't
Yeah.
address it in the beginning, which is, like, you got to be extra cautious these days, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
that you do. But you know what? If being extra cautious leads to a world where there's less just hate, then perfectly good sacrifice in my opinion. Honestly,
Mhm.
just don't be an asshole. it's
don't
very
be,
it's
don't be
very
ignorant.
simple. You guys like that? Every time we're gonna take a sip of water, you guys are just gonna hear that. not that the putting down.
Oh.
Oh.
Like that.
Yeah, that's why. So just be careful because you might hear like.
Oh,
wow, that was loud.
wow,
Sorry.
wow.
So heavy.
I meant like
No
that.
one crashed if you're driving.
It's okay. I might cut that just because it was really loud. Anyway, episode 2, Jackie's house. Yay!
Jackie's house.
Jackie.
Jackie's actually
Jackie.
in the house
Yeah, I
right
know.
now.
Which is crazy. This self-fulfilling prophecy.
What's she up to?
She's
She's
slump.
slump. Yeah, she's
Love that.
She's just chilling.
She's sleep on mode.
Honestly, it's exactly what I want Jackie to do.
Yeah.
Is just to be in here and be slump.
Be present.
I love Jackie.
Be present. I love Jackie too. But
Excuse me.
it's still October 12th, still the same day we filmed the first one. Hopefully you guys got to know us a bit.
Kind of.
From that last one, I hope you could kind of tell that we're a little nerdy. We appreciate art in some kind of capacity because you'll see us talk about movies,
shows.
video games, shows,
Music.
Music.
all that stuff. Music especially. I have this vision of like one day like one of us being missing, and it'll just be like two of us, whatever combination it's being, then that whole thing is just talking about music because I think all three of us could equally just keep going about music forever. So.
And we're pretty diverse in terms of like what we listen to.
And we'll definitely disagree with each other as well, but that's not a bad thing.
Yes. What have you been listening to?
What have I been listening to? Oh shit.
You gotta pull up the recents.
Yep. Let's see. A lot of well, that's a Caro album, but my brother is still feeding. Oh, god damn it!
Sorry guys.
Sorry, drop my phone. Brother's still feeding me some form of emo music, but I've told you that I've kind of been like slowly taking my foot off the gas pedal with that, just because for a couple years I just kind of left the emo scene, and it's nice to be back because it's also nice hearing like lyrically how some of these guys can express emotions that like I was feeling, and then it's like, oh wow, I like just hearing it in words is like crazy. So yeah, emo music goes. But
any
I'm gonna switch
specific examples like
can you name like a few artists?
Yeah. There's
put the listeners on.
If you guys want you know, lesser known people, there's Home Safe, kind of like Home Shake, but it's Home Safe. He has a song called Hourglass, goes so good. And if you want super obscure music, like the music you can't find on iTunes that you have to go on YouTube, there's a band called Camping in Alaska. Oh, so good. They have like the full album out on YouTube, especially the second song. It's called Why Can't It Be Snowing. So
it has
good.
like hints of like math rock, where it's like very like intricate, like precise, like precision, like riffing and stuff like that. It's nice.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also, there's never a part of the song that repeats.
Yeah.
There's no chorus part. There's a chorus like sounding part, but it only happens like one part of the song, so where it could equally just be like another verse pretty much. Like so yeah. If you're into emo music of all time, bring up what you guys have been listening to as well. But I listen to a very wide range. I don't think I could ever narrow myself down to one type, and I think that's most people. It's just, you know, it's impossible to kind of narrow it down. But one thing I will talk about is, why do you think there's kind of this, it's not really a fear, I'll say fear, but it's not really a fear, it's just kind of like this hesitation to dive into new kinds of music? Because it's
usually like someone shows you or like puts you on, I
guess, but it's also more like
you don't want to get into it.
It's more like people listen to especially people who like, you know, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but especially people who are like listening to just like radio music, you know, you kind of just like get in this mindset of like, this is music, but like you never explore. Like, why is there like a hesitation?
Because like the radio, the top 40 is like super like just surface level of music,
poppy kind of. Most of them are poppy.
And
some of it is good, like good. Sunflowers, Post Malone, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, that song goes.
Yeah, it's weird because when you feel some certain way about music and you encounter people who don't even think music is a big deal to them. And it kind of blows my mind that there are people that feel that way, because I feel so strongly about music in general. It's like, how can you not connect or feel anything with music other than whatever's on the radio? But that's just me.
It really just comes down to like their priorities, because like you could have like a conversation about like, they can put you on to like art, because like, you know, like I'm not really into, like I appreciate it, but like I'm not like knowledgeable, or like I don't know anything about like modern, postmodern, like contemporary art. But like someone's out there who can like, I'm willing to have a conversation with, and they can put me on. And I can have like a way better understanding, you know?
Yeah. It would honestly be cool just in general to see people more open to everything. Yeah. Just like never count something out just because you've never experienced it or like seen it in like a cool light. Like even, I know, like for me at least, like NASCAR is kind of a meme. Because my sister-in-law likes NASCAR, but me and my brother always like to make the joke where you're just sitting there and you turn left and you just turn left again. Like that's NASCAR. But I know there are people, there's like a sport, there's a culture behind it, and like, yeah, if there's some people who are passionate about it, then shoot, I'm so down to talk about anything people are passionate about, because I like
down
seeing.
To go to a NASCAR thing, dude. We live like close to
Sonoma Raceway.
Sonoma Raceway.
And like every time, like you could tell when there's a Sonoma Raceway race, because
Highway 37 gets so much traffic.
The highway's just filled up.
Just don't put other people down just because you know you're not into it.
Yeah, someone's into it. So, hey man, it exists for a reason. Like, you know, it's broadcast on
for a reason.
Yeah, it's you know, it's shown nationally for a reason, because people enjoy it, and just because it's not kind of our thing, then don't mean anything. And that I hope that's kind of like the main thing, because I'm sure you'll notice that we definitely talk like Californians. You know, a lot of our thoughts and stuff are gonna be very California based. Like, because you'll never hear us talk about dealing with snow or anything. But people who live in Ohio, that's kind of 3 months.
Our thing that we'll talk about is like, traffic is so fucking bad.
Exactly. But it is bad.
It's so bad. Stop moving here. Stop moving here.
Like implants.
Like, honestly, if you say something is like 30 minutes away, I'll think that's still close.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing compared to like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I was in Utah, they're like, this place is so far. It's like 45 minutes.
Like, that's not far.
I was like, dude, that's not that bad. I mean, it was at this moment that Mariel randomly received a phone call. We'll be right back after this short intermission. All right, sorry about that, guys.
And we're back.
Had to take a little segment break because we got a little phone call.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, it's all good. What were we talking about?
Talking about like
just diversity in general.
Yeah. Oh, and I think we left off on like the terms of like traffic.
Oh yeah, traffic sucks.
Or like distance, like to some people.
Although you can definitely tell we're from California.
Yes.
Based on what we talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of glad we're getting all this intro stuff out of the way, like in these first couple episodes, because then the next couple episodes we could just chill and talk and not have to worry about explaining ourselves pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a couple of things happening. Well, it is October, so Halloween approaches rapidly. We're about really halfway through the month.
But it doesn't even feel like it though, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to do spooky
season. We'll have a spooky themed podcast.
We could.
Yeah, we could.
Wait, are we gonna celebrate Halloween together?
I mean, yeah, we could. Yes, I mean, we could. I tried to like mention it, but then like we kind of always get off topic, so I'm not sure.
I really want to though.
We can if everyone's available. If everyone's free.
Is it on a Thursday?
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah,
it's a Thursday. On my work schedule doesn't say I'm scheduled, so.
Oh, nice.
You want to just watch like all the Halloween movies?
Like what? What you thinking?
Like what kind? There's
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas is pretty good.
Coraline's
pretty good. We could just do stop motion only.
Yes.
Get very specific.
Can we like dress up?
Princess. What is it? Princess?
Princess what?
No, the Corpse Bride.
Oh, Corpse Bride. Yeah.
Love that. Or there's another one like Frankenweenie.
Yeah,
Paranorman.
Monster House.
That witch.
Which?
It's a cartoon. The really poorly animated witch one.
Scary Godmother.
Scary Godmother.
I keep forgetting that. It's poorly
This is our generation.
animated.
If you
By the
relate
way,
to us, you know what it is.
By the way, love the concept of Spooky Godmother. It's like, you know how there's Scary Godmother. It's like, the guardian angel, like, oh, I'm your fairy godmother watching over you. Yeah. But then it's also just Halloween themed on top of that all. Very cool concept. It's like if Cosmo and Wanda were scary.
Yeah, spookers.
Yeah. And cool.
Really like that. Wait, but I also, because how last year we carved pumpkins, but then when I carved it and it's hot here, my pumpkin kind of like rots away like really quick.
It like wilts.
Can we just like paint
We could paint.
I'm down to paint one, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a big one. It could be like tiny little pumpkins.
I just hate how Chris gets to miss last year, the one where we did hard work, and then he's gonna be here for this one where we just painting. I'll be like, Chris, everyone gets to paint. You get to carve.
Yeah.
And if you don't remember Chris from our first episode, What's up with Chris?
What's up with Chris? We're not gonna do that segment again because it's the same day, but on different days we'll do it.
Maybe he'll even be here and probably just scream in the back.
Also, we'll try to catch him off guard. So like maybe like you call him next time, or like I'll call him next time.
Yeah. It's a bit.
That'd be fun.
It's a bit catching Chris off guard.
And then one day when we're not recording this, we'll be like, "Hey Chris, what's up?" He's like, "Is this is this for the thing?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm just trying to see what's up." Yeah.
Oh, Chris, should I do that with France?
That'd be funny.
Oh yeah, we also have another friend. His name's Francis.
Mm-hmm.
We call him France.
Yeah.
Yes, like the country. I know.
I
know you're laughing right now.
It's just his thing.
I know you're laughing right now.
They're
laughing. I think they're giggling.
They're probably smirking. They're probably a little. Yeah, the little.
They probably breathe through their nose like.
Yeah, push a little air out.
Oh my God, France.
Haha, France, like the country.
Yeah, except he's kind of weird.
Speaking of that, I mean, what country are you trying to go to?
Like next?
Like.
Next. Yeah, let's do next.
Let's go around. I want to go to. I really want to go to Japan.
Yeah, Japan's kind of the location, right?
That's my top priority.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy.
I mean, Korea and Japan are kind of equal.
Japan.
Same.
I can have just as much fun in Korea as I can in Japan.
Same.
But yes.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that want to go to Korea as much as I
I see what you're saying.
Compared to Japan, just because like a lot of people are very aware about like the culture in Japan, but I feel like Korea could be just as interesting.
Yeah, definitely can.
I know nothing about Korea. Like,
but that's kind of, I think, because like that's my thing with Japan is that like I know a bit too much, which won't ruin the experience. I'll still have a blast there, but it's more just like I like kind of just like
being in a place that
you're just like
it's like whoa.
It's like a culture shock, you know.
Yeah.
You're like this is a part of the, like, I live on this earth, and like if somebody were to come to Earth and like take me away and be like, oh, this is your place, I'd be like, I have no idea. This is because
I know what I want to do in Japan. Like in the city, like Harajuku or like all those other places. I want to go shopping. I want to like all the traditional areas. I want to go like do touristy stuff there.
Yeah.
But like
definitely be out of the city is what I really actually look forward to in places in Japan or Korea.
But yeah, like Korea, like I don't really know what's there, but I'm just gonna like greet all of that with like open eyes, like whoa.
Oh heck yeah! I mean that's kind of how I feel about most European countries.
Yeah.
Like if I were to travel to France, like I have an idea of what goes on in France, but like I wouldn't know the spots to hit, and then like just hitting those spots, I think would be like I didn't even know, I didn't even know. So
Paris seems dope.
Paris seems really cool.
Paris, like we can be like we don't have to sleep. We can just fucking like
there's also a Disneyland in Paris.
Yeah.
More than anything, though, before getting out of the country, I definitely want to explore the U.S. more.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, just because definitely New York or just like East Coast in general, because like it's very condensed.
Are you talking about like the New England area, like up like northeast, or are you talking? Because if you're saying the east, because you could go like the south if you want as well.
Yeah, northeast.
Probably northeast.
So like the New England-ish area.
Yeah.
Talking about Boston to New York to Washington D.C., Philadelphia, all that.
Because even as of recently, like I have a professor who's like from New York. And he like goes on about
Jackie's moving around.
Jackie's,
sorry.
All right.
She's exploring. But yeah, he said, or as a recommendation, like if you wanna like be up until 5 a.m., definitely try explore.
And if you're in any of the countries or states that we're talking about,
recommend.
Tell us what to do.
Yeah,
we're a couple normies.
Hit us up with the spots.
I've always Googled what to do, and I feel like normal. I want to do something that's like not what every other tourist. But I do like doing touristy stuff. But
Yeah. I think we should do everything at least once, but also like
try everything once.
Yeah, not everything.
Yeah, don't do meth.
Don't do meth.
Maybe.
Whoever recommends you meth is stupid.
Because they probably do meth.
Bro, if you do meth, you're cool. All the
What?
all the cool kids do it.
No, they hit the
Hello,
jewel.
kitty. You going under my bed? Yep, you're exploring.
Yeah, and then they die.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, 13 deaths confirmed by Jules.
Yeah, let's ban Jules.
Jewelry?
You want to get into this?
I'm gonna get into a bit. No, let's just give Jules to the good guys, because if there was a good guy with a jewel, then he can stop all the bad guys with the jewel.
We're gonna end that bit right there.
End of bit.
End of bit. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hello, kitty.
Well, also I was gonna say, if it's not New York.
Yeah. Florida.
Yeah, I have cousins in Florida.
I don't think you want to go to Florida.
Well, it depends on the time of the year.
Definitely want to hit up Seattle again.
Oh,
The
West.
Pacific Northwest.
I want to go to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Random. I mean,
No, it's not random. Me and Angelo have talked about living in Canada. So.
I would live in Vancouver.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Can we live there?
I mean,
Let's do it
it's
for a
like
bit.
the San Francisco of Canada, but
That's
sure.
what I was- yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not America.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, but I was,
People
when we
in
were-
Vancouver listening to this are like, no, it's
No.
not. I was like,
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
No,
you're right.
but, like,
we
when
just mean like it's expensive to live there. It's on the water.
yeah, it's in a bay.
Exactly.
No, but I was gonna say
People are
though
generally
is
nice.
that even though, like we said, out of the country, I still like consider going to Hawaii.
Right.
And I actually had this debate recently with my cousins who recently went, and I said I want to go like out of the country, and I said but I kind of want to go to Hawaii, and they're like, but that's part of the U.S. And I mean it's like
Kind of.
yeah, I'm like
Contiguous.
kind of, but
Hawaii's as much as the U.S. Okay, besides the title of state, Hawaii
Yeah.
is as much as the U.S. as like Puerto Rico is.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a colony.
which
yeah.
I tried to explain to them, but
I mean, but they technically Hawaii gets a little bit more benefits because it's a state.
Yeah.
but still.
But like how it's viewed wise is
I don't
Hawaii
see it
is
as
like
a-
yeah.
I've never been to
State.
Hawaii.
Oh wow,
Me
really?
either.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Which is
Yeah.
why I'm trying to go.
See, like I think I'm a little ahead on that race because like you were saying like
Like what
But-
states
but-
you've been to?
yeah, but like where you were saying like before I travel out of the country I want to travel the U.S. I've traveled the U.S. I think I've been in New York, I've been to Utah, North Carolina, Arizona. I lived in Arizona, went to Vegas a bunch of times. I'm in California. I've gone up to Oregon. I've been to Hawaii, been to Alaska. So I'm
I've gone.
kind of good.
I've gone out
I've
of
gone
the country.
north and south. I haven't gone.
East or west or like
I
east.
haven't gone. Yeah, I haven't gone east.
Yeah.
I would say I've been to the like northeast and
Mhm.
like northwest,
Been to
but
Maine?
I was a baby. I'm not gonna count it. Like my mom
Yeah,
would
yeah.
tell me, yeah, I've been to Rhode Island, New York, Pennsylvania, Florida, Oregon,
Yeah.
Washington, Texas, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I really experienced it, right?
You're right.
I was just a baby and you were bringing me. But fortunately, I could say I've been to like multiple countries, even though I was like a kid, still.
Fuck them kids. Sorry.
Hey, yo, I was 10. Chill.
I say that about kids nowadays though. Just like
Yeah,
fuck them
What
kids.
state do I want to go to?
What state do you want to go to?
Like,
I mean, New York is the
ideally-
big one, but
Yeah.
Preferably like someplace I haven't been to yet. I definitely want to hit up like. I don't know if we talked about it in this episode or the first one. Texas. I want to
Yeah,
hit
those
up
are
Austin.
I
Just because I know it's a huge like music city.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a couple cities that have a huge like
Music and
Philadelphia.
barbecue.
Philadelphia has a huge music scene.
Yeah.
There's so many bands that come from Philly, and good for them. That I'm glad like Philadelphia has something that's like this is our underground music scene, and it's
Love
crazy that like how much music comes out of there. So
love that for them.
yeah, good for Philly.
What about Midwest? Midwest emo.
Midwest.
What's up with
Where
them?
where does Midwest music usually come from? I think like
What?
Michigan.
Michigan's pretty
Oh,
big.
Choker. He's from
Detroit.
Detroit.
Colorado as well.
Yeah.
Colorado's like the most west you could go, I think, in that situation. But
I mean, I've been in Chicago.
you've been to
Illinois.
Chicago?
I have actually in high school. I think as
Illinois.
a junior, sophomore. But I spent like a good 2 weeks in Illinois.
Ooh, I have a place I want. I want to hit up New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite its tragedies.
It's the South kind of in general is like not like a place that's like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we need to go there. But dude, the South kind of rocks. There are places in the South that are just super cool. By the way, if you're out of the U.S., we refer to the South. We just kind of refer to like the Southeast as the South. Yeah. South here, like on the West side, is like Southern California, which isn't too different. So.
Yeah, it's just busier.
Southwest is
stressful.
Is weird.
When I think
it's
of SoCal.
Yeah.
SoCal versus NorCal.
Ew.
I'll never.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
It's SoCal versus
Though, like,
NorCal.
see, like, I'm interested because you know how like that rivalry gets blown up a bit from like other perspectives. Do you think like the New York Boston like rivalry gets a little? Because like to me, like I think of that like New York and Boston's kind of like like a pretty big rivalry, but it's it's probably like it's whatever. It's more of like
like when it comes to them.
Yeah, like from their perspective.
Well, I also think it's like a generational thing. Like, I think kids our age who live in New York or Boston don't really give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I feel like
whereas, like, it's like the people in their 40s, 50s, and up, they're like, fuck Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it ties in with sports, mostly, right?
Yeah. Because like a lot of just the competitive scene in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, while you were talking, that aesthetic of just Jackie, like first of all her meow and then like her bell ringing in the background, it was like such a perfect like subtle level that it was like this really is Jackie's house, bro. like she's just existing in the background. Like, we're just borrowing it to record our podcast.
The housemates.
Right,
she's the owner.
She's the owner.
She's the landlord.
She's the tenant. She's the landlord.
No, we're the tenants.
Oh yeah, we're the tenants. Sorry.
She's the landlord. Yeah. She's the lord.
No, she's the landlady.
Yeah. All right, lady.
She's a little lady.
She's a land queen.
Yeah.
She's a night
land queen. There you go, Jackie. You get to wear that bling.
She's a night queen.
Night queen. You guys listen to Nightcore?
No,
dude.
I don't actually. That's one of those things where it's like, I think I'm like mature enough to myself where I could listen to something, and if it doesn't catch me,
your preferences, then it's like
I'm comfortable because like I used to feel social pressure, like especially pop songs. When like I didn't like pop songs, and I kind of felt the social pressure of like,
I don't like that.
Like, dude, prom music is so like whatever to me. It kind of just like happens. Like I get like the hard kind of like things that people dance to, like songs that are a little bit more trappy and stuff.
Yeah.
But like when straight up pop songs come on, I'm so like out of it.
Shout out to Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Of you.
Shout out to who?
I was like, no shots fired to Shawn Mendes.
Sorry.
Yeah, kind of.
You're cool, but I'm really sick of you.
Yeah, no, that was. Now the video of him and Camila Cabello like
making
kissing.
Out?
Cringy. That was cringy as fuck.
Yeah, that's cringy.
Yeah, why
it
y'all
goes
do
on for
that?
so
like,
long.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Relax. It's not that serious.
The camera is like purposefully like put there. It's like, ew.
Like.
What you thinking?
Like, I get it. You're a celebrity.
Y'all some weirdos for that.
Yeah.
Y'all some weirdos for that.
Prom music kind of whack.
Well, about a little less than 40 minutes because we had to cut a segment out. But I'm gonna play a game for these two specifically.
Oh.
They're going to be playing a newlywed game, even though they're not married.
What?
It's more of just like a fun segment.
All right, let's see how bad we do.
Kind of shook right now.
About what?
The newlywed
game.
Why?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting this.
Well, I told you I had segments. I need to remember which tab I was
excite
on,
me.
Newlywed game. Question.
Dude,
Ooh.
are we compatible?
Are you
gonna be my partner?
No, it's more like a how well does he know you?
Shit. How well do you know me?
This is hard.
Okay, yeah, wife round, and then there's a
husband
round.
What about wife and wife or husband and husband?
Here we go.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just pull this up.
I can't really read, but can you read it to me?
Yeah, I don't want to get exposed.
Sorry. Second episode.
So I'm doing it a little different than how they wanna do it. So I'm gonna give you guys
paper.
Yes. I wish I had like a dry erase board or something because this would be way easier. But
It's fine.
To assure no cheating.
Yes.
The person who like.
Are we gonna write it?
No, the person who is like has the because how it's gonna work is that I'm gonna ask you a question about like let's say I'm asking about Mariel's preference. She'll write down her answer and then you have to guess it.
Okay.
But I just wanted to write it down because I don't want her to be like
cheating.
Change it like yeah you're right, that's what it actually was.
Yeah.
So here you go, you can start first. I'm gonna pull this on my phone.
Here we go.
We're gonna play some like little game show music in the background.
Do you want to just do like?
Can you just read
let's
it?
go in order.
I'm really blind.
Oh yeah, so blind because
No shots to.
it's
no
not a
shots to
visual
blind
show.
No shots to blind people though.
No,
We're
shots
not
to blind.
shouting.
If
them
anything,
No shots.
if anything,
out. A shot.
Yeah, no shots.
if anything, like that's kind of props to blind people, bro.
Yeah, you're really living out
You
here.
exist with a huge, sorry.
Oh.
You,
Sorry,
you heard my
guys.
Alexa.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you just kind of exist with like a what's it called?
Everyone else.
Just like you exist with us while also having like a disadvantage, which is crazy. So.
But you're still able to live.
Yeah.
And shout out to you.
Let's see. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. I'm pulling questions from other things as well. I want to make sure. Thank you.
I'm afraid I'm gonna do very bad at this.
Yeah?
I think I'm gonna do terrible too.
Alright.
What? Come on, I know you, bro. It's been like
My hands are sweaty.
a while.
Your hands are sweaty? Are you that nervous?
No,
Let's see.
warm.
Yeah.
Warm?
You're nervous, bro.
Warm.
Why are you nervous again?
Yeah, why? You think you don't know me, huh?
I want to say I do know you.
We've
Okay,
been
so
together for a
so
while.
let's start basic.
Alright.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay, favorite color.
Favorite color?
Yeah. Let's let her
is-
write. Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's
And
Wait.
go ahead. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's longer than one word, bro.
Yeah,
She
I
might
know.
have some she might have some specifications in there, so. Okay. Ready?
The Millennium Pink? No.
Reveal it. What is it?
You had two options: millennial
Millennial
pink or gray blue.
Okay.
So you got it. Yay! He
I was like-
lives.
I had to like pull that.
Yeah.
from my
You
mind.
really had to think about that, huh, sir?
No, because I know that you're gonna do like some very specific color.
Because I like that specific color.
Yeah. So
But-
when it comes to Mariel, does she prefer heels, flats, sandals, or sneakers? So I'll say it again: heels, flats, sandals, or sneakers. I think I know this one as well, but I just want to make sure.
I can narrow it down to two, but honestly, you might be like indifferent between them.
Okay. What's your answer?
Are you?
Say it closer.
Are you
Think
Don't.
about it.
Well, don't. Okay.
Think about
Is it based off what you have more of?
No.
Okay.
Just what's her favorite?
What do you think is my favorite?
Flats.
Heels.
Oh.
Because if I really had a preference between all
You
of
would
them,
get-
I would want everything to make me taller.
Oh.
That's why I have a Converse that have like the platform. on.
Platform.
I like anything that gives me height. So
I
as much
see.
as I don't wear it as
Interesting.
much,
Yeah.
I love anything with a height.
Yeah, I just never see you in heels.
Yeah, 'cause, dude, I go to school. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
I know. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're down. So those are a little warm up. Now we're gonna get into the 5 real questions.
Real
Here it comes.
questiones.
What is Mariel's favorite store?
favorite store?
Store? Shit, do I know?
Do you even know your favorite store?
Let's see. You guys both
Just
have
write
the same-
something down and see if we'll see if
Store.
I
Yeah.
say the same thing.
Okay. It's funny because it's funny.
Okay, ready? And
Is it like a physical store? Can I ask that?
a physical store?
Yes.
Oh, you mean for like aesthetics? Like
No, like physical,
Like
like,
you
you
can-
can walk in, or
Oh.
is it online?
Physical.
Physical?
That's the first thing I thought of too.
First thing you thought of.
Just say what's ever in your mind, because
It's
3
close
seconds.
to that.
Just 3 seconds. It's okay if you get it wrong.
You like Uniqlo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. I was like, no. It was a very last minute duh. I was like, you like Uniqlo, yeah.
Yeah, just because my wardrobe is basic and they provide those needs.
We are a Uniqlo couple. We love Uniqlo.
Yeah.
And
Sponsor
I
us.
work there.
What? Yes.
But which one though?
You won't know.
You won't even know because you don't even know what I look like.
Exactly. Got him. Unless you follow her on Twitter.
Yeah, there's people who can narrow it down.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
Okay.
All
so
We're gonna move
Uniqlos in
on.
the Bay Area and see who works there named Mario.
Oh my god.
Shut up, dude.
No, we good. Okay, we good.
They're gonna ask
All right.
like, where's that discount?
Next.
How many pets does your spouse want in the future?
In the future?
Yeah.
She wants like 3.
3 what?
Oh.
Yep.
I think she wants like 2 dogs and a cat.
Is that correct?
I was about to write that down.
Oh!
Before you even said it.
I was about to say 4, but I was like, no, wait, no, she doesn't.
No. It's kind of like how I view kids. Funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to compare having kids to animals, but
yeah.
I treat them like they're my kids.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
honestly, I really love dogs, but if I can get a cat, that can compromise with my dogs, I would love that.
Yeah.
I really want a cat, but I put dogs as my priority. Sorry, okay, extensive answer.
So as a gift, you want to get her. You want to paint her room. What color are you painting her room?
Ooh. All right. Wait, I'm gonna wait till she writes it down. Give me some time to think.
He needs to think about it.
What am I painting her room?
What are you painting her room? What is a color that she would enjoy her room to be?
I can see like a very like.
This is gonna be impressive if you get this.
Really?
No, not because of her answer. I'm just gonna say this is gonna be impressive because you're technically 4 for 4 right now, which is insane. So,
Yeah,
oh,
shocked.
okay, yeah, that's true. Maybe this is a shot in the dark because it's not your favorite color, right?
I don't know. Just say your
You
answer.
want like a light blue?
Oh my god,
What?
dude! Are you kidding me?
Whoa!
Yo! Title this episode "Mind Link." Telepathy.
No, there isn't one time when we always think about.
Oh,
kids
sorry,
putting-
Jackie. We scared you.
Oh yeah. You like how I was able to describe it? It was light blue too.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Cause I had to think about it.
Wow.
Cause I wasn't gonna say gray blue,
Can
but
you-
I
can
definitely
you-
like any like pastel.
Bye bye.
Bye, Jackie.
She's like, what?
Go.
Why is this wall moving?
Yeah,
Nice.
go out that way.
Go on, get.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry guys.
Hold on. Go, you dang goof. All right, I guess she's staying. Whatever.
Alright.
Whatever.
Jackie stays.
I like that hair though.
Yeah, that air felt good. But yeah.
Dang.
Light blue.
Wow.
Wow.
That
I'm,
was.
I know you wanted to keep it very like minimal.
That was-
minimalist.
I'm a very minimal person when it comes to like decorating.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this will be a final bonus question,
Stress.
but it's gonna be hard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So, you said you guessed correctly that she wanted 3 pets in the future.
Oh yeah.
Let's say she has a dog and a cat right now. You're getting the 3rd dog. What's that dog's name?
She has a dog and a cat already.
You're getting the 3rd dog. So probably her first choice is already gone because you already have a dog. So
I
think
know
about
the name of the first dog.
it. Exactly. That's why I knew. That's why I had to say the 2nd dog.
Let's see.
I mean, I know realistically it would be something you guys come to an agreement with, but
Yeah.
let's just say it's like Mario's choosing it. What's that second name?
You've definitely said some things before, but you literally come up with a new name for a new animal. Literally
Yeah, that's a thing of mine
Yeah.
actually. Sorry.
I'm just gonna say Kenry.
Oh my god.
Is it Kenry?
I didn't write it down, but I definitely thought of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just a funny story behind that name.
Give the
Kenry.
background of the
Oh
name.
yeah, that's right. I have
Okay,
heard this
so
story.
like Kenry, okay, so when we were thinking of names for animals, sorry, Jackie.
Okay.
When I was thinking of names for dogs, I really wanted to think of the name Edward. Okay, really random. I'm not really gonna name it my pet Edward. But for some reason, the name of Kenny and Henry kind of clashed together, and I randomly said Kenry, and everyone in the car was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, Kenry.
Wow.
I'm not thinking of like a totally different name. Doesn't make sense, but it exists.
Nice.
My dog.
Aw, what a wholesome story to end this podcast on.
Oh,
wow.
the husband.
Wait, yeah, what about her questions?
Oh, well, I was gonna split that into 2 episodes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that next time.
Go to
Come
part
back to
2,
it.
dude.
And also because I know like now since you're both thinking about it, you're like prepared to answer. I want to catch you off guard.
Yeah.
I want to catch you because like think about it. A week from now, 45 minutes into a conversation, I'm like, so wedding game, and then you're just like, oh fuck, I forgot about this.
Nice.
All right, guys. This one's gonna be a bit shorter. It's probably gonna end up around 45 to 50 minutes, somewhere around there. Not bad at all.
You could like listen to this while you're eating lunch or breakfast.
And if you guys keep watching it, we'll make them longer. So
yeah, please.
It'll give us a reason to make it longer. So thank you guys for watching. We're signing out from Jackie's house yet again. Jackie, can you give us one more meow? Jackie. No.
So Jackie's kicking us out.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have, folks.
We need to go because Jackie.
Oh
Oh my God, she's literally. Oh God.
Oh Jesus, she's twisting her head.
Bye guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Jackie's House. We really appreciate you guys just tuning in, listening, whether on SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever platform you're listening it on. If you want to hear more episodes, we're trying to release one every single week, so make sure you tune into those. You can follow us on Twitter. All of our links are going to be in the description, and hope you guys have a great day. See you later.